Gentlemen, this is Sam Cohn accompanied by Megan Zawatsky here on this lovely afternoon for some softball between your Chelmsford Lions and the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Megan, what are your thoughts on today's game, North Andover?
So,
What do you know?
I do know the last time the Chelmsford Lions did play the Scarlet Knights. The Chelmsford Lions did lose 3-2 in extra innings, so this definitely should be a tight game. I think we're going to see great pitching on both sides, great defense on both sides, and then, again, I think we're going to have a close scoring game, so I think offense is really going to be the key here to get these two games going and to see who gets on top.
That's awesome. So I'll send it to Meg before we get started to give you the rotation on the defense for Chelmsford, who will start in the field.
All right, so pitching, we're going to have Rachel Lumiere. She is a freshman. She's been doing great this season for the Lions. Catching, we have Sydney Alto. At first base, we have Abby Cassidy. At second base, we have Lexi Barboza. Shortstop, we have Lindsay Ambrosino. Third base, we have Olivia D'Agostino. Left field, we have Sarah Couliard. Center field, we have Kiri Garrity. And in right field, we have Meg Good.
And up first for the North Andover Scarlet Knights, we have number 1, Haley Gove. The Lions get the defense set. We'll get ready for our opening pitch. That is number 5, Rachel LaLumiere on the mound.
Rachel's been doing great. She's a freshman this year.
She kicks and deals.
Yep.
First pitch is a called strike. 0-1 the count.
Rachel's really pulled through for the Lions this year. She's come in and saved a few games as well.
That pitch is going to be another strike. 0-2 the count, just inside. The batter looks, but that's going to be low for ball 1. 1-2 the count. And the Lions have played pretty well this season, is that correct?
I would say so. Pretty sure their record is 6-6, or it's 6-7, I believe Coach Heather was telling us. She said they do struggle a little bit, as well as they come out strong in the game, and they just need to find that fight sometimes to make it last to the 7th inning.
Good, and Haley Gove, that fourth pitch was strike number 3. She'll go down on strikes. And up next we have Alyssa Roderick. First pitch will be a strike to her. This is number 5. I believe she is the shortstop. Excuse me, number 10. The next pitch will go up the past second base for a base hit. She'll get safely to first. Up next we have number 9, Olivia Rondeau, with one girl on first. She'll take a few practice swings, get ready to bat. First pitch to Rondeau is on the way. That's going to be down the first base line into the outfield. Roderick advances to second, and Rondeau safe at first. The ball gets away, but no Knights advance. Up next is Carly Howe, number 3. I believe she's the third baseman, and she will have runners on first and second. LaLumiere will kick and deal for the next one. That's going to be down the middle for strike 1. Now North Andover's had a bit of a history of being incredibly good at most sports. Their softball team meets that reputation. That next pitch is going to go foul to the left. Count goes to 0-2.
Yes, like as I was saying before, the last time the Lions did play North Andover was a tight game in extra innings, so I think we're going to see a very active game, and we're going to see very great playing on both sides, offensively and defensively. So
she sees her third pitch. That's a high fly ball to center field, and the center fielder cannot make the play. That's going to be a 3-run home run for the Scarlet Knights. A tough first inning start for the Lions with only 1 out.
It's all going to be up to the Chelmsford Lions to take this home run, do good with it, bring back positivity, and realize it's just the first inning and they can come back.
And that was number 3, Carly Howe, with a long shot down the center, past center field for a 3-run home run. The Lions will meet up at the mound as they get ready before the next hitter, number 14, Devin McElhaney. Excuse me, number 20, Morgan Raytano. In the on deck is Devin McElhaney. Lumiere will show her her first pitch. That'll go right to the mound, over to first. That'll be an easy out. 2 outs for the Lions.
Yep, the Lions just got to get this 3rd out and then come back offensively.
And Miss Devin McElhaney will step into the box. She sees her first pitch. That's a fired shot down past the shortstop. Center fielder takes care of it, and they'll hold her to first base. Scarlet Knights hitting well so far in the first inning, which seems to be a little bit of trouble for the Lions. We'll see if they can bounce back. Lumiere showing some signs of struggling early. So up next we have number 13, Talia Brown. With the runner on first, she'll see her first pitch in. That's going to be a foul ball right down in front of the plate, and that's going to be strike 1. 0-1 the count. 0-1 the count.
Yep, we're going to see catcher Sydney Alto hopping on her toes, ready for anything with the runner on first base.
It's going to be a long shot down the left field line, but that will land in foul territory. 0-2 the count for Talia.
We see Rachel Lumiere give different pitches as well on the 3rd pitch, so we might see a changeup or another type of pitch.
The Scarlet Knights hitting well. We're already into their 7th batter of the lineup. Lumiere will send in the next one. That's going to drop into the zone. Oh, just missed the zone. That's going to be a 1-2 count.
That was a good pitch.
Just high.
Yep.
A breaking ball.
Try to get the batter to swing at other stuff.
She'll swing at that one down the 3rd base line.
Good play made by D'Agostino. Nice.
Olivia D'Agostino with the fired ball over to first base for the 3rd out. The Scarlet Knights up 3-0. With a softball match between your Chelmsford Lions and the Scarlet Knights of North Andover. The Lions up to bat in the bottom of the 1st. Up first we have Kira Garrity And here's Meg Zawatsky with the defensive lineup for the Knights. After the first pitch will fall for a strike. 0-1 the count.
So for the Knights, we're going to see Samantha Alholm pitching. We're going to see Sophie Mitchell behind the plate catching.
That second pitch is a fly ball to second base. The shortstop takes care of it. That's 1 out.
We're going to see Devin McKinney. She's going to be playing first base. Olivia Rojo, she's second. Alyssa Rodrigues, looks like to be their shortstop. Third base is going to be Carly Howe. Left field's Talia Brown. Jordan Purdy, she seems to be center field. And then in right field, we're going to see Haley Gove.
And Lexi Barboza up to the plate. Her first pitch is a bomb, but to foul ground on the past right field.
This is where we're going to have to see the Lions come around. Nice pitching and get on top of the board.
That second pitch is in high for a ball. 1-1 the count. On the mound we have Samantha Alholm. The Lions look to recover from a shaky first inning. The second pitch is another high fly ball behind the plate. 1-2 the count. And if you're just joining us, the Scarlet Knights are up 3-0 on the Lions after a 3-run bomb in the first inning. The next pitch, another foul ball just past first base. She'll stay alive with 1-2 a count.
We're going to see a Barboza really staying in this box against this pitcher. Seems this pitcher throws some heat and throws some different changes, so we're liking to see Barboza staying in the batter's box and swinging.
Alholm will kick and deal. That'll be high, but she'll take care of it out into center field for a base hit for Lexi Barboza.
This is what we need to start getting the Lions going and get this rally going for them to come back.
Up next, we're going to have captain and senior Lindsay Ambrosino with 1 out and a chance to make something happen with a runner on first. Now, not only is Lindsay a senior captain of the Chelmsford Lions, she is also our valedictorian of the senior class.
Yep. We have great diversity on the Chelmsford softball.
That first pitch will be low for a ball, 1-0 the count. The next pitch low again, 2-0 the count. Barboza on first threatens a couple steps, but she walks back to first. In the on-deck circle, we have number 34,
Abby Cassidy.
Abby Cassidy. The next pitch is a high fly ball, but it looks like it's going to land foul, and North Andover will not take care of it. Lindsay Ambrosino will stay alive with a 1-2 count. The Lions making good contact with the ball, but having a little bit of trouble keeping it in play. And Samantha Alholm will get that one right past Lindsay Ambrosino.
Seemed to be a bit an off-pitch speed. An off-speed pitch, sorry, my bad. But Lions got to stay in tightly defensively and offensively.
That'll bring the count to 2-2. The third one is foul again over to the first baseman.
Right off the bat for Ambrosino to stay in the count.
A 2-2 count, she'll try to make some contact and advance Barboza to second base. The pitch is in, high, but she swings low for strike 3. 2 outs for the Lions, runner on first, and Abby Cassidy up to the plate. Beautiful weather we're having.
It's awesome weather. It's very hot.
Finally starting to feel like late spring, early summer.
Yep, nice breeze in here to cool you down.
And the first pitch in will be low for a ball.
Great eye by Cassidy.
The catcher looks over to first, but she doesn't make the toss. Barboza still hanging around first base. And
hopefully Cassidy can move her along.
Exactly. Cassidy will see her second pitch for low strike. 1-1 the count. Coach will make a couple signs, trying to put something together. The Lions looking for momentum, but the next strike will be low for a ball. 2-1 count.
Cassie's got to stay on her toes. Pitcher seems to be aiming a little low on the side.
That pitch is going to be high and outside for ball 3. She'll reach a 3-1 count. And Meg, you yourself are a former CHS softball player, is that right?
That is correct. I'm former catcher and captain of this team, so it's great to come back and watch the team succeed.
That pitch is going to be ball 4. Abby Cassidy will advance to first, Barboza over to second. And up next, we're going to have the pitcher, Rachel LaLumiere, up to the plate. Now, Samantha Alholm got herself in a bit of trouble right now with 2 outs. Similar situation to the Knights in the first inning. And LaLumiere shows bunt, but will pull back, and that will be strike 1.
Lumiere being a lefty, hopefully, again, mixes things up, gets the Lions moving, and gets some runs on the board. Another diversity in the Lions team.
She'll swing hard at that one, but that's going to just miss. Strike 1. Excuse me, strike 2, 0-2 count. Lumiere will try to stay alive here with his third pitch, try to make something happen, assuming that Samantha Alholm will try to get her to swing at something, and that'll be fouled right back behind the plate.
Nice cut by Lumiere.
Good crowd here today for an early afternoon softball game.
Very well crowd.
The next pitch is in. That's going to be high, just past the catcher's mitt, and both runners will advance. That's going to be a ball to bring the count to 1-2. And Chelmsford has runners on second and third. So with 2 outs, big chance here for pitcher Rachel Lumiere to redeem herself after a shaky top of the first inning. The next pitch is in, outside, but that'll find the strike zone. Strike 3, the Lions go down with runners on second and third.
As the Scarlet Knights come up, we need tight defense from the Chelmsford Lions. And Rachel Lumiere is going to hop on that mound again and knock down 3 outs so the Lions can get back up and have another chance at bat.
And we'll be back for the second inning. This is Sam Cohn and Meg Zawatsky with CHS TV. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the top of the second inning with the Scarlet Knights up to bat and your Chelmsford Lions in the field. Up first, for the Knights, we have batter number 8, and pitcher for the Knights, Samantha Alholm. Rachel Lumiere still on the mound for the Lions. The first pitch looks outside, but the umpire calls it a strike, and that'll bring the count to 0-1.
Yeah, she caught the right corner right there.
Lumiere kicks and deals for the next one. That'll go down the third base line, but foul over to the third base coach, bringing the count up to 0-2. Now, the Lions on defense will look to have a much better inning than the first inning, giving up 3 runs. That'll be a shot out to left.
Couliard, awesome. Couliard makes a great catch out in left field.
Well hit ball over to left field, but as you said, Sarah Couliard makes a great play on it. That'll be the first out. And up next we have number 7, Sophie Mitchell, who I believe is the catcher. And you can see that was a great play and a high fly ball out to left field. And Mitchell sees her first pitch, but that'll roll foul back to the dugout on the Lions side. Lumiere staying calm on the mound as she sees her second batter and the second pitch.
See another foul ball off of Rachel Lumiere's pitch.
Both teams today making great contact with the ball, but some having trouble keeping it in play. That'll bring the count to 0-2. And Rachel will kick a deal for the next one. That's going to be a hard shot down third base line, out to left field. And she will get the first base safely, but no further.
Retrieved by Sarah Couliard. Nice throw in. It was a nice hit, but Lions kept it just to one base.
And for the Knights, back to the top of the lineup at pitcher, number 1, Haley Gove will step into the batter's box, see her first pitch, which is going to be, just nicked the top outside corner for a strike. That'll be strike 1 with a runner on first base and 1 out.
Runner on first.
The next pitch, she will whiff at that one. That'll be the second strike, 0-2 with a runner on first and 1 out. Lumiere seeming to be pitching much better this second inning. That one's going to be outside, trying to get Gove to go hiking for that ball. That's going to be ball 1, 1-2.
You're going to see Lexi Barboza, number 20, second baseman, moving in for a possible bunt in this situation, so we have the infield moved around.
She's going to go outside for that one, but she makes contact. No throw given by the third baseman, and she'll get safely to first. Knights runners advance first and second.
Yep. A little bit of mix-up there. Just like what I said, Lexi Barboza was pulled up, so there seemed to be a little bit of a confusion of communication as to who was covering second base. Great stop by D'Agostino as she was ready to make that play.
Up next, number 10, Alyssa Roderick sees her first pitch. She's going to swing at that. That's going to be a fly ball to just shallow center field.
She will be out. Great call, great smarts and throw by center fielder Garrity.
She'll make the play at third base for a beautiful throw, a beautiful play, and a beautiful out. The Knights will have runners at first and second. The runner gets there safely, but they get the lead runner. So with 2 outs now, runners on first and second, the Lions see a similar situation and will hope to put Olivia Rondeau out on this at-bat with no advancing runners. Lumiere, again, calm on the mound, shows the first pitch, which was just caught the edge of the strike zone for strike 1.
It's going to be another great play by D'Agostino. Center fielder Kira Garrity throws that ball all the way from center as the runners get a little confused on bases.
And that next pitch for showing to Olivia Rondeau of the Scarlet Knights is going to be fouled off again out on the first base side into the woods.
Another foul ball. Rachel Lumiere staying in. The Lions are on their toes, ready for the ball.
Now 2 strikes. She's going to look see if Olivia Rondeau will go swinging for something and try to get her out on strikes here. She'll deliver. That's going to be high and for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Again, runners on first and second. The Knights up 3-0 over the Lions. That's going to be a sharp ball hit out to right
rounding
field.
Third. Great throw by Meg Good out in right field. Runner does not advance home. Bases loaded, still 3-0 Scarlet Knights.
Hopefully Rachel Lumiere can get herself out of this pickle here. She's got bases loaded, 2 outs. Up next we have Carly Howe, number 3. She'll see her first pitch. She's a righty. That'll be low for ball 1.
See Sydney Alto, the catcher, giving that ball quickly back to Lumiere, so there's no funny business by the Scarlet Knights on the bases.
Both benches giving some encouragement to their teams. The next pitch over to the shortstop. They'll make the force out at third, and that'll be 3 outs for the Lions. The Scarlet Knights leave 3 on base, and that is the end. That'll take us to the middle of the 2nd inning. This is Sam Cohn and Meg Zawoski for CHS TV. Thank you very much. And we're back. First batter up for the Lions is number 9, Sydney Alto. She'll bunt down just past the pitcher, but she won't be able to beat out the throw. That'll be 1 out.
Yeah, we have a little diversity from Sydney Alto. She can do a little bit of switch hitter, so that also brings more diversity from sophomore to the team.
So the catcher will go down on her first pitch. Up next, we have
Meg Good, right fielder.
Good, right fielder, and she will look at the first pitch for a ball.
Yes, yep.
Ball 1, 1-0 the count with 1 out. The Knights toss in another pitch. That's going to be high for ball 2. And it looks like we still have Samantha Alholm on the mound here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. With 1 out in the 2nd, she made light work of the Lions in the 1st. That's going to be right down the pipe for strike 1. 2-1 the count. The Lions with no one on base. The Scarlet Knights up 3-0. The Lions will try to make some productivity of this inning on the offensive end. That next pitch is going to be foul over to the right side. 2-2 count.
We did have a tight inning defensively, and the Lions did pull that off great. So we're going to need some bats up here in offense to get this inning going.
That next pitch is going to be high, but she's going to go for it. That'll be strike 3 for Megan Good. That makes it 2 outs for the Lions. And up next, Olivia D'Agostino, who is the 3rd baseman that made a great play to get the final out and get the Lions out of that tough situation in the top of the 2nd. She'll swing at her first pitch, and that's going to be a strike. So with 0-1 the count and 2 outs, the Lions will try to make something happen. Samantha Alholm will try to do the opposite. The 2nd pitch is going to be high for ball 1.
We're going to have to see some patience up here at bat. We're going to have to see some great eye. Almond seems to throw all around the plate and throw some different pitches to the Lions.
A 1-1 count, she'll deliver. The catcher won't be able to handle it, but it will still be in the zone for strike 2. So with 2 outs, 2 strikes, 1 ball, Olivia D'Agostino hoping to stay alive here at the plate. She checks and does not swing. That is a ball, 2-2 count. The next pitch does get her for strike 3. The Lions go down 1-2-3. And the Scarlet Knights maintain a 3-0 lead for the end of the 2nd inning. And we'll be right back with the 3rd inning of action. Thank you.
And we're back with Chelmsford softball. Last inning seemed to go 1-2-3. Scarlet Knights going to be back up. It's still 3-0. So we hope to see that the Chelmsford Lions can knock them down and then get back up.
And can you see the number for that Knight up at bat? 20. Morgan Raytano, the 5th batter in the lineup, will be up. And Rachel Lamir stays on the mound. The first pitch is in low for ball 1. The Knights with a commanding lead early here, top of the 3rd inning, still up 3-0. The second pitch is in. That's going to be a high fly ball. The second baseman takes a couple steps back. She'll take care of it.
We have 1 out for the Lions.
And that was number 20, Lexi Barboza, who makes the play. That will be the first out.
Seems to be that the Lions are coming a little bit more to life now here. We hope to see them get a little more life under their skin and get active up on the bat.
Sydney Alto, the catcher, reaches low for that one, but that's going to be a called strike because she swung for it. That'll bring the count to 0-1. No runners on base and 1 out. That one's going to be high for ball 1. 1-1 count. And as you said, the Lions with a bit of a shaky start, but they seem to be coming back to life here and figuring out what they're trying to do. That next pitch, that 3rd pitch, is going to be a foul ball again over to the right side. That right side getting a lot of action.
Yeah, definitely seems to getting the ball around the plate. So the Knights are going to have to start looking outside. She seems to hit the outside corner very well.
2 strikes. That one's going to be low and outside in the dirt.
Lumiere tried to throw an off-speed pitch again. Just did not seem to catch the batter's eye.
A lot of souvenirs for fans today. And with a 2-2 count, Lalomir will kick and deliver. That one's going to be right back to the pitcher. She
bobbles it a little bit, but she does complete the play, stays with it, and makes it look nice.
That will be the 2nd out for the Scarlet Knights. Up next, we have number 13, Talia Brown. Now, I believe she had a ground out in her 1st inning at bat. She sees her first pitch, swings and misses for strike 1. Second pitch on the way for the Lions. Ooh, she's going to get good contact on that one out to left field. That'll take 1 hop, and the left fielder will take care of it. She'll advance safely to first. And can you see who that was in left field?
It was Sarah Couliard who made that play.
Sarah Couliard. The outfielders have played well so far, not having any trouble picking up those the balls in the outfield. The first pitch to number 8, Samantha Alholm, who's also the pitcher, will be a foul into the dirt and behind the plate for strike 1. So with a runner on first, she will see an 0-1 count. And Lalomir will show her second pitch. Alto ready to catch it. That's going to be another hard hit ball out to left field. And that is going to be over the fence for another home run for the Scarlet Knights. A 2-run bomb this time, which extends their lead 5-0. The Lions seem to be in a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
Maybe they think about warming up a second pitcher.
Seems to be a little deflated. I think Rachel Lumiere is putting it great spots. I think the Scarlet Knights are just picking it up nicely and swinging their bats, and it's just hitting in the right place.
And before the catcher and 9th batter in the rotation, Sophie Mitchell, takes the plate, the Lions will have a quick meeting on the mound to try to work some stuff out.
This is where it all comes down to. When other teams start to come on top, you got to come together as a team. Stay positive. I know it's a hot game. There's been 2 home runs that's gotten the runs on board, but this is where they have to stay mentally tough.
That's big facts. Hopefully Lalomir can send Sophie Mitchell home on strikes or quickly with 2 outs here. She'll show the first pitch. That's going to drop, but stays in the strike zone for strike 1, 0-1 count. Mitchell awaits the next pitch. It delivers. She's going to make contact with that one just between left center field.
Scarlet Knights are just finding great places to put this ball. It's Some of the balls are nothing the Lions can do. They're just falling right over the infielders and right in front of the outfielders.
And that ball had a quick bobble, but Mitchell gets nowhere past first base. So the Knights with a runner on first, back to the top of the rotation is Haley Gove for her third at-bat of the day in just the third inning. Her first pitch is going to be outside for ball one. The runner takes a couple steps, but she'll head back to first. The next pitch outside again for ball two. 2-0 count. And Gove will take a couple practice swings before stepping back into the box with a runner on first who looks ready to run. The next pitch she'll swing and miss for strike one. 2-1 the count. The next pitch right down the pipe for strike two, 2-2 count. The Knights making light work of this Lions defense. The Lions look to rally together and try to make something happen here. That's solid contact over to short, and I believe that is Lindsay Abrazino who will make the throw over to first for the third out. The Lions get out of trouble, and the Knights up 5-0 into the middle of the third inning. And we are back for the softball matchup between your Chelmsford Lions and the Scarlet Knights. Up first for the Lions here in the bottom of the third, we have number 21, Sarah Couliard, who is the 9th batter in the lineup. She sees her first pitch for a strike and another strike on the second pitch, making it an 0-2 count. The Lions having a little bit of trouble on offense here. They're going to look to try to make something happen in the bottom of the third. The Scarlet Knights making light work of their offense, up 5-0. That next pitch is going to be high. Excuse me, that was strike two, a 1-2 count for Couliard. In the on-deck circle, we will go back to the top of the lineup for Kira Garrity. The next pitch low and inside. She won't swing at that. That's going to be ball two, 2-2 count. And on the mound, we still have Samantha Alholm, who seems to be in command of her pitching thus far. That's going to be a hard hit ball, short center field, and she'll get to first base.
This is what we need to have the Lions come back up, and need a little bit of cheering to go on. So Sarah Couliard did great with that, getting a start on this inning. We're going to have Kira Garrity up next, so hopefully Kira can move around some runners.
Yeah, it's a huge momentum swing for the Lions just to get that first runner on base. And as Couliard stands at first, Garrity sees her first pitch, which will go over to the shortstop. The shortstop will make the play, but advance the runner for the sacrifice ground out. So with one out and a runner on second, up next we will have Lexi Barboza, number 20, senior captain. Excuse me, senior.
We're going to see Lexi hopefully come up here and move Couliard around the bases. We need some runners to get on board here for the Lions.
That pitch is a hard ground ball, but that will make it into center field. The runner will try to go home. Barboza rounds first, safely at second. The runner scores. The Lions on the board. That was Sarah Couliard who crossed home plate, and Lexi Barboza with an RBI double. A huge play for the Lions there to bring the score to 5-1.
Seems to be there's a bit miscommunication. Seems to be now that the play they are calling Sarah Couliard out for interfering with the play on that ball for the shortstop. Different opinions on that play if you could see in the replay, but seems to be it was fair playing for the Scarlet Knights.
A lot of amateur umpires here today that might think differently, so I believe they will not count the run. The Scarlet Knights will hold a commanding 5-0 lead. Barboza remains at first, but Couliard is sent back to the dugout. So that will be 2 outs. The first pitch is right down the middle with a little bit of a break. And up to bat, that is Lindsay Ambrosino. So her first pitch is a strike, 0-1 count with a runner on first and 2 outs. That'll be low for ball 1, 1-1 count.
Was a great hit by Lexi Barboza. It's too bad that the call was made, but we're going to need the Lions to come back up again and get some more runs on the board.
That one's going to be high. Barboza takes a couple steps off the bag and threatens a run, but she does not go, so that'll bring the count to 1-2. Excuse me, 2-1. The next pitch for Owl Home, Lindsay Ambrosino will swing and miss. 2-2 count. She sets herself and will get ready to try to stay alive here, keep the Lions in play. Alholm, who is still on the mound for a commanding 3rd inning here, will send in the next one. Ambrosino gets contact for a fly ball, but the first baseman, number 14, Devin McElhaney, will take care of it. That's 3 outs for the Lions, and the Scarlet Knights remain up 5-0. That is all for the 3rd inning. Stay with us for the 4th as the Scarlet Knights and Lions continue to battle out this afternoon. And we're back for the matchup between the Chelmsford Lions and the Scarlet Knights here. We have a new pitcher on the mound with the Lions in the field in the top of the 4th inning. That's Haley Looney, number 27, who will deliver her first pitch, which will go out foul to the right side, to number 10 of the Scarlet Knights.
Abby Cassidy?
That is not Abby Cassidy at bat. That is Alyssa Roderick of
My
the
apologies.
Knights. You're okay.
Foul ball went to Abby Cassidy at first base for the Lions.
The next pitch will be hard hit to right center field, just in the gap.
Definitely going to be a double. Went under the fence. It's going to be a double 2-run rule. Under the fence, Lions put their hands up.
And that was a well-hit ball for Roderick, but the Lions hopefully can bounce back from that tough pitch. Looney, who just came out in this inning, can hopefully bring back some momentum for the Lions and take care of this night's lineup. Up next, third in the order, we have Olivia Rondeau, who plays second base. That first pitch looked like a ball, low and outside. 1-0 count for her.
You have Haley Looney.
Now Haley Looney's a sophomore pitcher on the mound.
Yep.
That next pitch, which is high and inside, also called for a ball.
Yeah, she's a great sophomore. This is another great diverse pitcher that comes for the Chalmers High School team. Going to see Lindsay Ambrosino make this play at first. It's a solid play. Going to have one out for the Lions now.
So with a 6-3 out, the Knights have one out with a runner on third base. Up next is Carly Howe, number 4th in the lineup. A runner on third. She'll look to possibly lay down a bunt, whatever she can do to get this runner home. But Looney throws high and outside to try to get Howe to swing, but Howe does not fall for it. So 1-0 the count. Top of the 4th, the Knights remain on top, up 5-0. Looney.
It's a great stop by Sydney Alto.
I believe the count is 1-1. The next pitch is delivered, and that's in the dirt again.
Another great stop by sophomore catcher Sydney Alto.
The sophomore connection. Sydney Alto's had quite the commandment behind home plate for the Lions.
Lions need that runner on third to stay on third, so they're going to do anything they can to keep her there.
Looney kicks and delivers another one in the dirt. That will be ball 4 to advance Carly Howe. So we're going to have runners on the corners. Up next is Morgan Raytano.
This will tend usually to be a play here in softball. Runners on first and third. We're going to have that runner on first probably try to steal second, so the Lions are going to call a play. Batter's probably going to put a bunt down to mess up the players a little bit. We're going to see here.
Looney shows her first pitch. They'll swing down the third base line, but that's going to be foul. The runners will head back to the corners. So that'll be strike 1 with 1 out.
1 out for the Lions. We really need the Lions defense to come in clutch here.
The next pitch on the way, that's going to be right down the middle with a little bit of a break, but it's going to be fouled off to the Knights dugout for strike 2.
There is 1 out.
Third pitch on the way. She'll fire that down the third base line again, and that's going to keep her alive at the plate. Again, an 0-2 count.
The runner on third base needs to watch those foul balls so she's in foul territory in case that ball hits her feet.
Foul ball seemed to be the story of the day. Batters making great contact, but not keeping in play. That
I agree with you, Zane.
Looney looks to get herself out of this with another
Nice pitch, and they're going to watch the runner. Runner will advance across home plate. There was a little discombobulation there at that ball with Ambrosino and Barboza.
And Alyssa Roderick of the Scarlet Knights will cross home plate, bringing the Knights up 6-0. And runners on first and second for the Knights with a bit of miscommunication over at second base on who was making the play. So, great pitch, great hit. A little bit of miscommunication helps the Knights.
It's definitely a new year here with pitching on the Chelmsford Lions. After losing senior Meg Dugas last year, they seem to struggle a little bit with getting a groove in pitching, connecting the team chemistry too. We did lose quite a bit of few seniors that did play out there, so I think the Lions are just trying to come together. But this is times like this where we need to come together and come on top.
Yes, and that was a ground ball over to shortstop, which Lindsay Ambrosino bobbled a bit and couldn't make the play over to first. Devin McElhaney will advance. The bases are loaded. Haley Looney with 2 outs, 1 out. And up to bat is Talia Brown, number 13. That's going to be low, get away from the catcher, but the runners don't advance. Looney's able to get back to home plate and keep the runners in check.
Sydney Alto is doing great behind the plate. Bit tired with all the equipment on it. She's doing great stopping that ball. Even a little bit of a touch in that ball will slow it down so it doesn't go all the way to the fence.
So with a 1-0 count, the next pitch for Talia, she's going to get a good contact on it. And the second baseman will come in. Barboza can't make the play. That'll go just under the glove. Each runner will advance one spot. That was number, the Knights had one runner cross home plate, bringing their lead 7-0.
I see Sydney Alto call a little bit of a team huddle on the pitcher's mound. Seems to be a bit of discombobulation again. Bases loaded. Players just need to come together, relax, calm down, get this play, get out of this inning.
So up next we have the pitcher Samantha Alholm as she waits for the Lions timeout. Bases stay loaded, and the Knights keep a commanding lead. I believe there is one out. Alto head backs to behind home plate. Looney seems much more calm and confident out there. Takes a look around, she gets ready, she kicks and delivers. A solid pitch that's going to be fouled back over to the Lions dugout for strike one for Samantha Alholm. 0-1 count. The Knights and the Lions trying to give some words of encouragement as the next pitch fires in over to third base. Can't handle it, and each runner advances safely one bag.
It was a hard hit by the batter. It was a nice stop by D'Agostino. Just another bobbled play, which will let another runner unfortunately cross the plate and leave the Lions in a bit of a hole.
That'll bring the Knights lead 8-0. And there is an ice cream truck pulling in. What's better than that?
Bring a little positivity to this Lions game here.
Looney throws a high first pitch to Sophie Mitchell. With the bases loaded, that's going to be ball one, 1-0 count. Looney's next pitch on the way, high again, same spot, ball two.
We're going to need the Lions here to buckle down, settle down, relax, and get these next two outs so they can get out of this inning.
The next one low, that'll get away from the catcher, but the runners are held at their places.
Got away by Sydney Alto on the corner of home plate. Runner did not advance.
So
Fortunately,
I believe there's one out, a 3-0 count, the bases loaded, and the Knights are up 8-0. The Lions have dug themselves quite a hole, but there is plenty of time left in this game.
seems to be an infield fly.
Ambrosino will take care of that. That's the second out of the inning. Up next we have number 17. That looks to be a pinch batter. Sagroso, I believe is her name.
Gonna see Sydney Alto walk out to the mound, calm down pitcher Haley Looney. Like you said, sophomore duo. They get to talk to each other, calm each other down, and buckle down, get this last out so the Lions can get up and hopefully put some more runs on the board.
And the Lions graduated 4 or 5 seniors last year, so they do have a young team.
We do. I think we graduated about five or six seniors.
5 or 6 seniors. That's tough for a team in terms of rebuilding with varsity experience among any sport.
Definitely a young team, so hopefully this is a building year and this team will grow. They do have a great record. It's a very even record. Like I said, it's about 6-6, 6-7. So.
And that first pitch is going to be a called strike. The next one will go into the dirt, but over to the pitcher in play. Looney takes care of it over to first for the third out and gets herself out of this pickle without too much damage. The Lions are going to huddle up before we head into the bottom of the fourth. The Knights up 8-0. Stay tuned. And we're back for the bottom of the 4th inning as the Lions will head up to the plate. The Knights will have a quick meeting up at the mound, and they'll head back to their respective positions. Up first, we have Abby Cassidy, first baseman, as Meg said. Samantha Alholm still on the mound. First pitch delivers is a swing and a miss for strike 1. The Knights still hold a commanding lead into the bottom of the 4th. And Meg, you mentioned a mercy rule is a possibility.
There definitely is a possibility for a mercy rule in this game if the Lions do not get some runs on the board. I'm not quite sure if it is 8 after 5 or if it's 8 after 6. I would assume it's 5, but the Knights keep scoring. There definitely will be a mercy rule soon.
And those next 2 pitches to Cassidy were low and in the dirt, so that'll bring the count to 2-1. No outs, no runners on base here in the bottom of the 4th. Alholm shows her 4th pitch. Good contact over to the shortstop. The shortstop will fire over to first base for a 5-3 out. Cassidy sent home, and that was number 3, Carly Howe of the Knights, making the toss. And over to first baseman, number 14, Devin McElhaney. A couple strong defensive plays for the Knights. They seem to be in control of this game. The Lions with a couple shaky plays. That first pitch to number 27 is going to be a ground ball to first base. The first baseman, McElhaney, will step on the bag for the 2nd out.
It was a nice hard hit just right to the player, unfortunately. I think that this game is definitely just a game of inches. The Knights are just hitting that ball in the holes of the Lions defense, and the Lions are just hitting their balls right to the Scarlet Knights.
And that was the relief pitcher, Haley Looney, who grounded out there. Up next, we have number 9, Sydney Alto, who is the sophomore woman behind the plate for today's Lions.
As I told you before, she's a switch hitter, so that brings diversity to the plate.
And that'll
slow rolling
foul.
ball.
So with 2 outs, she'll try to keep the Lions alive here. They'll try to make something happen in the bottom of the 4th. Here in big trouble midway through the game. I believe it was a 1-2 count, 2-1 count. Missed the umpire giving signal. That's going to be a high ball. Looks like it was coming right at me.
You can see the count right here. Apparently not.
I believe 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike for Sydney Alto. Alholm kicks and delivers. That's going to be a ball.
Nice,
surprising
nice
to me.
That
was
nice
good.
Down the middle, but Lions got lucky on that.
Umpire thinks differently. 3 balls to 1 strike. That one's going to be down the middle.
Foul ball.
Right back to the fence. So if you're just joining us, the Scarlet Knights up 8-0 here in the bottom of the 4th against your Chelmsford Lions. The next pitch is ball 4.
Sydney Alto get a runner on the bases, and we're going to have freshman Meg Wood coming up to plate. Hopefully Meg Wood can move around Sydney Alto.
So a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel with 1 out, 1 runner on first, and, excuse me, who did you say that was? That was Megan Good.
Megan Good.
Megan Good up to the plate. I believe that was ball 1. With 1 out, they're trying to make something happen here.
I believe it might be actually 2 outs.
Excuse me, you're right, 2 outs. That one's going to be high for ball 2.
So hopefully Meg Wood can get something going. Or Meg Good, I'm sorry. I think it's Megan.
You're okay. She's pretty good, I hear.
Yeah, freshman making varsity and starting in right field.
That next pitch is going to go foul, 2-2 count. Excuse me, 2-1 count, 2 balls, 1 strike. Alholm still on the mound, in command today. That next pitch, Good is going to send that one far to center field, but the center fielder will take care of that one. That's going to be the 3rd out and send the Lions back to the dugout for the end of the 4th inning. The Knights still up 8-0. Stay with us here on CHS. Welcome back to this showing of your Chelmsford Lions softball, hosting the North Andover Scarlet Knights. This is Sam Cohn and Megan Zawatsky with CHS TV. On the call for today's game, Haley Looney still on the mound for the Lions. The Knights up 8-0 in the top of the fifth. She shows her first pitch to number 10, Alyssa Roderick, who's second in the lineup. That first pitch is going to be a ball. With no outs, the next pitch on the way, that's going to be a hard ground ball to Lindsay Ambrosino at short. She'll fire it over to first for a 6-3 out. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Up next is number 9, Olivia Rondeau, who is the second baseman for the Scarlet Knights.
Hopefully, we do see the Knights get out 1-2-3 and the Lions can get back up and dig themselves out of this hole.
Again, that sophomore Haley Looney on the mound. She's a righty. That first pitch is going to be low and in the dirt. But as we've mentioned previously, Sydney Alto's doing a great job behind the plate of keeping that ball from getting past the umpire anywhere.
Yep, absolutely.
Bit of a backstop for these pitchers and their rare wild pitches. That one's going to go high, but she'll take care of it. 2-0 count for number 9, Olivia Rondeau. And 1 out. Looney calms herself, kicks and delivers. That one's going to be slightly lower, a foul ball right at her feet. Bring the count to 2-1. In the on-deck circle, we have Carly Howe. That next pitch is going to drop.
Low strike, so that's great on Looney's part.
Now, to me, that looked like a ball, but I guess the umpire's never wrong.
Seems to me that the strike zone seems to be definitely lower.
And there's a bug on me. That next pitch is going to go over the second baseman's head out to right field. She'll advance safely to first base with ease, but the Lions defense keeps her in check. Again, that was number 9, Olivia Rondeau. And up next, again, Carly Howe with Megan Reitano in the on-deck circle. Howe with a couple practice swings, 1 out, a runner on first. Looney on the mound, Alto behind the plate. The first pitch on the way. She's going to get a hold of that one over to shortstop. Ambrosino to second, over to first, but the play at first is too late. That's going to be 1 out with a runner at first. Great toss around, great play there by the Lions defense.
It's definitely a great play. Lindsay Ambrosino makes another great play.
That's going to be 2 outs for the Knights. Up next is Morgan Reitano.
I see another play to D'Agostino, bobbles it, see if she can make the play. Runner's going to be safe.
That's just high, and Abby Cassidy takes 1 step off the bag, can't make the play, but overall, good recovery after a bobble.
Definitely took D'Agostino, made the great play. There was a bobble, and then that bobble definitely caught her off guard. She threw a little bit off the bag.
So we have runners at first and second, plays to first, second, and third, cut 2.
Yep. So hopefully the Lions can get this last out.
Looney with 2 outs will send in the next pitch. That's going to be high and outside for ball 2. Alto with a lot of force on that toss back to the pitcher. She seems to be getting a little frustrated.
Might be a little aggravation in there. This is where the Lions need to relax and come together as a team. They can get this last out and get back up.
And Devin McElhaney will foul that one down the first base line with runners on first and second, hoping to advance the runners. 1-1 count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That next pitch is going to be high, but she'll reach for it, as Megan said.
This is where pitcher needs to bring the ball a little bit off the plate so that they can see if the batter will chase that pitch.
1-2 count for McElhaney. Runners at first and second. That ball's going to be a grounder over to third. D'Agostino takes care of it over to first. They're going to call that out for out number 3 for the Knights. They will go down, stranding runners on first and second. The Knights remain up 8-0 with no runs scored that inning. Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th of today's matchup between the Chelmsford Lions and the Scarlet Knights. The Lions up to bat. Up first, we
Olivia
have
D'Agostino.
Olivia D'Agostino, that's the third baseman. Samantha Alholm still on the mound. First pitch is going to fall in the zone for strike 1. D'Agostino will watch that one go by.
We need solid at-bats here in the Lions to get the runs in.
The next pitch is in. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2, 0-2 count, with no outs and no runners on base as the first batter of the bottom of the 5th inning. Alholm playing a pretty complete game so far. That's a ground ball over to third, toss over to first. D'Agostino can't beat out the toss. That'll be out number 1.
Seems to be hit off the bat, the end of the bat a little bit. So now we need junior left fielder, number 21, Sarah Couliard, to come in and hopefully get this game started. Sarah did get on the first time, but like we saw, she had a bit of an interference on a ball, and the ump called her out, and that run did not count.
And that first pitch looks like it's just down the middle of the plate, but she's going to let that one go by for strike 1. That one's going to be high and way outside, but the catcher contains it. 1-1 count with 1 out for the Lions. In the on-deck circle, it looks like we have number 28, Kira Garrity, back up to the top of the rotation. The next pitch is going to be high again. That's 2 balls, 2 high pitches in a row for Alholm. She's throwing a lot of pitches today. She might be getting a little bit tired, but she seems to be doing okay thus far.
Definitely hot out here in the sun, especially in the pitcher's mound. You guys, pitcher and catcher, are always moving.
That's a ground ball over to third. Again, the play is made. That's number 10, Alyssa Roderick, with 2 plays on ground balls to third base. She'll whip it over to first, and that's the second out of the inning.
Gonna have 2 outs, and Kira Garrity, the top of the lineup, is gonna be back up to bat. Hopefully she can get something going for the Lions.
The first pitch is in. That'll
Right off the bat
dribble
again.
to the second baseman. She'll flip it over to the first baseman. That's number 14, Devin McElhaney, that makes the catch. And that's 3 outs for the Lions. That seems to be a mercy. All right, and the Lions will head back out into the field. The Scarlet Knights up 8-0 through 5 full innings. The Lions will head back into the field. And that will be a... Okay. Welcome back to CHS TV's production of the Chelmsford Lions taking on the Scarlet Knights in today's afternoon softball match. You're here in the top of the 6th. The Lions in the field, the Scarlet Knights up to bat. Talia Brown in the batter's box. The first pitch from sophomore Haley Looney is going to be a strike 1. Next pitch on the way.
We're going to
That's
see
gonna be fouled right
Sam,
back at our
Sam
face.
did a little twitch right
that
there.
one was
looking
coming
the ball was
right
coming
for my
at him.
head. Is going to be fouled off for strike 2. So I guess we were wrong in the terms of a mercy rule.
Yeah, it must be 10 runs.
10 runs after another pitch just past Sydney Alto, the catcher, for ball 1. I believe that is a 1-2 count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Talia Brown remaining alive. Excuse me, 2-1 count. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the top of the 6th, Looney's 4th pitch on the way. She's going to get good contact.
Gonna be a fly ball from Abby Cassidy on first base.
She can make the play. That'll be the first out of the inning.
We're gonna see number 8, the pitcher, up to bat.
Samantha Alholm up to the plate. That pitch is going to be high outside for ball 1. So with 1 out, the Lions in the field on defense and down 8-0. That pitch is going to be just high for ball 2. 1 out for the Knights. Alholm standing in the box awaiting the next pitch. Another high ball. So the story of today's game, some tough pitching for some young Lions and a lot of foul balls on both ends. That another
Pretty
low.
nice pitch from Haley Looney. Like I said, I think the strike zone for this umpire is definitely lower.
Yeah, and as Meg said, the strike zone seems to be pretty low. That's going to be a big hit out to the left center field. The center fielder just extends for it but can't get it. The runner seems to be going to second base. They will find the cutoff, and that's going to be a stand-up double for the pitcher, Samantha Alholm. So with 1 out and a runner on second, we're going to have Sophie Mitchell, the catcher, step up into the box. Sophomore Haley Looney still on the mound. Kicks and delivers. She's going to make contact over to Lindsay Ambrosino. She bobbles it, sends it over to third base, who the third baseman Olivia D'Agostino applies the tag.
It was a great play by Lindsay Ambrosino.
And the runner's out at third with 2 outs. Sacrifice ground out. Excuse me. Not a sacrifice. The runner did not advance, but she will get to first base.
Yep, runner did advance to first. Runner at second decided to go even though that ball was at shortstop, and Lindsay made a smart play, listened to her teammates, and got that out.
So we're back into the top of the order with this pinch runner. Segroso, I believe the name is, for the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Pitch on the way. It's a lefty. That one's going to be high and outside.
Sydney Alto is ready to pounce in case that runner on first decides to steal.
A 1-1 count.
We haven't seen any steals at this game, so like be nice to see some action.
That next pitch is going to be
Gonna see
solid.
if the shortstop can get over there. And she did not make that catch.
But Lindsay
Great-
Ambrosino, a great dive, a great effort on the play.
Great hustle.
They don't keep track of hustle stats these days, but they
Wow.
really
They
should.
really should count the effort in some of the balls.
So a 1-2 count, 1 ball, 2 strikes for Segroso. Looney will send in the next pitch. She's going to make contact again.
I see like this can make a catch, and this will be a catch.
Similar situation with third baseman Olivia D'Agostino, able to make the play and retire the side. We will be back with the bottom of the 6th inning. Stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the bottom of the 6th with Lions up to bat. Number 20, Lexi Barboza, will take a couple practice swings before stepping into the plate. The Scarlet Knights, a quick meeting on the mound before they head back to their respective positions with a commanding 8-0 lead over the Lions. Here late in the game, the Lions will look to get some sort of momentum here in the bottom of the 6th, try to make something happen, some sort of takeaway from this game. Samantha Alholm still on the mound through 6. The first pitch to Barboza is going to be a low strike. And as
We're going to have to need the Lions to come back and come together as a team, be positive, and get back on these bases.
Yeah, that next pitch is going to be, I believe, low and away from the catcher for a ball, 1-1 count. And we've mentioned repeatedly that this umpire seems to have a very low strike zone. Umpiring and refereeing is a very subjective position, but this so you just have to learn to play the umpire and the ref.
Seems to be that Lexi Barboza has 2 strikes on her, actually.
That pitch is going to get fouled down the third base line, dribble over towards the dugout. Alholm will kick and deliver. That one's going to be in the dirt, but the catcher will be able to take care of it. That is Sophie Mitchell behind the plate. A 1-2 count, 1 ball, 2 strikes for Barboza. She tries to stay alive with number 12, Lindsay Ambrosino, in the on-deck circle. That's a fast pitch just past Barboza. For strike 3, she'll go down on strikes. Ambrosino.
Lindsay Ambrosino up here, and hopefully, like I said, we can get stuff going for these Lions. This pitcher does not seem to be whipping the ball by them. Like I said, I think Lions seem to be looking a little bit tired, or their balls are just going right to the players themselves.
And with 1 out, Ambrosino takes a hard at bat at that first pitch, but it will get right by her bat for strike 1. Second pitch on the way. She looks at it, but that's a low strike. 0-2 count for Ambrosino. So try to stay alive here. Alholm trying to put away the Lions. She'll send in the next pitch. That's going to be good contact, but over foul ground, over the fence, into the parking lot. That's a souvenir for somebody. So staying alive, she'll live to see another pitch. What she decides to do with that, she'll hit a hard straight ball over the shortstop, and that's number 3, Carly Howe, who will take care of it. Ambrosino with a fly out, 2 outs for the Lions. Up next,
Great contact by Lindsay Ambrosino, though.
Absolutely. Up next, Abby Cassidy. 2 outs, the Lions in a bit of trouble. The first pitch Cassidy sees is fouled off to right field and into the woods. Lions looking to stay alive, get something going. The next pitch from Alholm is low and inside, but that will be called a ball. 1-1 count for Cassidy. So no runners on base. The Knights still up 8-0. That next pitch is high and outside for a 2-1 count. The Knights playing extremely well today. The Lions with a couple shaky plays and can't seem to be able to get anything going against this commanding pitcher. Next pitch, she'll swing and miss for strike 2. 2-2 count. 2 outs for the Lions, and in the on-deck circle, we have number 3. That is Vignola. That's going to be a pinch batter. The next pitch is just outside for a ball. We have a full count. I believe that's our first full count of the day. Abby Cassidy here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Angela Vignola in the on-deck circle. She's going to swing and miss, but the catcher will drop it and apply the tag. That's going to be out number 3 for the Lions. After 6 full innings, the Knights remain up 8-0, and the Lions will head back into the field. Stay with us.
Runner doesn't even
touch first base. So we're back. Sam was welcoming you guys back to TV, but it seemed that he did forget to turn his mic back on. So we're on the top of the 7th here with the Scarlet Knights. We're still up 8-0.
That's my apology. That's going to be 1 out for the Knights. Up next, number 9 will hit a dribbling ball over to third. D'Agostino with a whipping ball over to first base. Cassidy can make the catch just in time for the 2nd out. So as Meg said, it is the top of the 7th. The Knights are up 8-0, and the Lions are looking to hold on. Up next for the Knights, we have number 3. I do not have a name for number 3, but she is up to bat, and Haley Looney, the sophomore righty, still on the mound. The first pitch, bit of a breaking ball, will be called strike 1. She'll watch that go by.
Number 3 is actually Carly Howe.
Carly Howe,
shortstop.
excuse me. She'll await the second pitch. That's going to be high, just outside for ball 1. That'll bring the count to 1-1 here in the top of the 7th. Just a reminder, here in softball, we will play 7 innings. So with no runners around, 1 out, Looney gives a low pitch in the dirt. Alto able to take care of it. 2-1 count, 2 balls, 1 strike for Howe.
We see that both teams seem to be a little bit tired here in the sun, but we really need the Lions to pull through and get some runs on the board before this game ends after this inning.
And Howe's going to chip that ball right back to the fence for a strike. 2-2 count. The Lions, some words of encouragement from the dugout. Just trying to keep the spirits up as Looney delivers the next pitch, which will be a ground ball. D'Agostino easily takes care of it.
3
throws it
outs
over
will
to
come
first.
right. 1, 2, 3, and the Lions are going to get up and make this rally happen, hopefully.
Great defensive play by the Lions, and we will head to the bottom of the 7th as the Lions try to recover from this deficit. Knights up 8-0. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here for the bottom of the 7th inning. The Lions' final opportunity to try to make something happen in this game, get on the board, bring it back. Samantha Alholm for the Knights still on the mound. If you're just joining us, the Knights are up 8-0 over the Lions here in Lion Country. Up to bat, I can't tell who that is just yet. That is number 3, Angela Vignola, who's a pinch batter. She will get a quick chip at the ball, pick up some dirt, get some dirt in her hands, try to get a better grip on that bat. I believe it is a 1-1 count. So bases empty, no outs. A high pitch from Alholm. That's a ball. Vignola watches that go by. 2-1 count, 2 balls, 1 strike in the Lions' final stretch.
Hopefully we can see a rally here from the Lions.
She's going to get a lot of contact, but that's just going to dribble up to the pitcher. Alholm able to toss it over to first and make the play. I believe that's Devin McElhaney who made the catch at first and retires the first out for the Lions. Up next is number 9. We have Sydney Alto, the woman behind the plate. She'll step into the batter's box. First pitch is fouled into the knees of the catcher. That's going to be strike 1. And although the Lions, the overall unit, have not played incredibly well today, Alto has had some spurts of great plays, both on the defensive and offensive end. As she sees her second pitch in, that's going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 count. Alholm on the mound, sends in another pitch, which to me looked like a strike.
Yeah, seems to be a great
He's
pitch.
going to call that a ball.
Like
But what do
we
we
said,
know, Megan?
Like we said, I guess the strike zones are definitely lower.
And
Gonna
she's
be
going to
a
make
great hit.
solid contact. That's going to go into left field.
She
Rounds
is going
first
to go
base.
for 2 because that left fielder bobbled the ball.
A stand-up double for Angela Vignola, I believe that was. And as a pinch runner, that was a great hit. Try to get a little bit of momentum for the Lions here in the bottom of the 7th in their final outing, trying to bring this game a little closer, a little more respectable.
I don't know if we're going to see a bunt here, but I think it would be smart if
And that's Megan Good up to bat.
we can just see a hit.
You're right. That's that might be good to try to advance the runner and get something going for the Lions.
Right
a little
here,
bit of
yeah.
momentum swing.
But right here, we need more than just 1 run with a bunt. So I think we really need a big hit from Meg Good so we can keep this lineup going.
It's true. The Knights have had a commanding lead, but Good, an error by the pitcher and first baseman. That is going to send number 9. That was Sydney Alto home for the first run. The Lions are on the board, and Good advances to second off the error. Dribble pitch up to the pitcher, but that's going to go past the legs of the first baseman. So with 1 out, no outs?
1 out.
1 out.
Yep.
The Lions are on the board. Knights still up 8-1, a commanding lead, but a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for the Lions. They're going to look to string together a couple good at-bats.
Definitely is not a blowout now.
That is Olivia D'Agostino at bat. She'll have a hard ground out to first base. McElhaney steps on the bag for the second out.
To advance the runner to third, so if we can get number 21, Sarah Couliard, a ball to the outfielder, we will get another run advanced to cross home plate.
So 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, the runner on third. Sarah Couliard, the 9th batter in the lineup, seems to be the Lions' final hope of staying alive. A reminder that the Knights up 8-1 now here in the bottom of the 7th. Alholm still pitching a very complete game today. So she'll show her first pitch. That's going to be fired back to the pitcher. Runner crosses the plate, and that is an out at first base. That'll retire the Lions on the side and retire the Lions for the game.
Definitely thought that Sarah Couliard was safe there. Ty always goes for the runner. But
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, that did look pretty close, but maybe the umpire did make the right call. So that'll be the game, folks. The Scarlet Knights 8, Chelmsford Lions 1. And that's all for us. I'm Sam Cohn.
Yeah.
This is Megan Zawatsky for CHS TV. Have a great evening.